Hello, my lovely folks. I am here today to be nosy, and I'm here today to be nosy about Hailey and Justin Bieber. And today I'm going to ask the question that are they going to be able to keep this marriage, or is this marriage heading towards a divorce? Let's see what the cards have to say. What do we see? Uh-oh, okay. Still not too bad. Let's see. Oh, all right. So, I do see that this marriage will survive, especially because it does show that yes, there would be trouble in the paradise. It shows that there would be times that they would have, let's say, fights, they would have power struggles, they would have, with this card also, times where one could go down or have any sort of problems, health issues, struggles of in general life. But also this is the kind of card that shows that they would be, at the end of the day, will help each other out through difficult times as well, because this card does show that there's a feeling of being in the relationship and being each other's strength, because this card shows, being here, that there are times that, let's say, maybe Hailey is going through a tough time, and this card shows that those are the times that Justin tries to be her strength. Or you can say this is the kind of card that shows that there are certain times that he goes through tough times and she is able to be her strength. But they, at certain times, are certain times where there are in general problems, where there's a push and pull. Or you can say times with this card and in the future wherein they would go through their share of trouble. But at the end of the day, this card shows that those troubles are the kind of troubles that are worked upon. Like, yes, there are fights, yes, there are arguments, but at the end of the day, this card being here in this position shows that they'll be able to make up as well. So those fights, arguments, whatever that they are going to have, aren't going to be the ones that break their marriage. So no, not with this card. Let's see this card here. Even with this card, I would say, though, let's say certain times this card being in this position can make people feel that, yeah, the marriage, it's a marriage card, no, they won't be able to survive, the marriage will break. But not really, because this card does show, being here with this card combinations, that even though there would be trouble in the marriage, to keep the stability of the marriage, not the marriage itself, but this card shows that there would be times that they will have to keep the stability of marriage going, in a sense, saying that it's not going to be always happy. There are going to be many times and many moons wherein the marriage would go through a troubled phase, the kind of troubled phase that can make them also or others feel that, oh yeah, it's heading towards a divorce, they won't be able to make it work. But again, this card is my favorite currently in this pile, because this card does show that no matter these many troubles, this going through a lot of downs in their marriage, this card being here shows that no matter what, they would be able to come together. And this card shows a couple of things. That this card shows that there would be times that they make up because of their child. Then there are going to be times that they make up for their marriage to be saved, because one person would make sure that they, let's say, are apologizing or taking all the blame just to save the marriage. And there are other times when this other person would also feel that, yeah, maybe I am angry and pissed at my partner. It could be Hailey, it could be Justin, but at the end of the day, I do feel that, I love them, I would want to be with them, because this card holds a lot of emotional connection. And this card shows that no matter how many fights they end up having, they will come back to each other to an extent. This is the kind of card that shows like how there are certain marriages that though they break, but partners keep going back to their ex-husband or ex-wife. Although again, I don't see that in this case, because I don't see that their marriage would break. But with this card, I absolutely see that it would not break, because there is a lot of love. Although yes, this card does show that the love varies. Certain time one person is more loving, other time the other person is more loving. But it is absolutely the kind of cards that they will be able to work out, because this emotional connection that they have with each other, or they have built over the years with each other, it has become to an extent unbreakable. Or also we can say it has become the kind of bond that is a sweet spot or a sweet place for you. No matter, you can go anywhere around the world, but you always want to come back to this place because it's comfortable. To an extent, yes, it might become a marriage of comfort, it might become a marriage of convenience, but at the end of the day, this card again being here shows us that they would be able to bring love to it. Maybe it takes time for them to do that, but love will always thrive. Like love will always, or the bigger picture perspective or optimism will always thrive in this marriage. So yes, I do see that they will be able to keep up with this marriage. And let's see, what should they do? What is the guidance for them? Ooh, okay. So for this, the guidance is that they should work on building their relationship only and only on their own accord. This card shows that there is a lot of noise, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of opinions of others, a third party, people, places and things, that becomes the reason for their marriage to become destabilized. It isn't really he and her, rather this card shows there are external forces, people, places that disrupt the flow of their marriage. In itself, only two things that affect this marriage from their own perspective is that there are certain times that they have disinterest in each other, but again, it's momentarily. And second thing that they will have to watch out is to make sure that they have mutual agreements with things. There are times that, maybe Justin has to agree or Hailey has to agree, but this card shows that if they both are the ones to decide and make sure that they come to the same page, then they would not let these third party influences affect the relationship. It can be any, and no, I'm not talking about Selena. It can be anything, and she do. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.